talk if we don't speak.
And welcome back to another episode of Dr. Brownsville. And we're excited to have one of our seniors here today, a really cool kid. I've been excited to anticipate this interview because I think he's an amazing guy. I call him J8y Wick. The full name is?
Jalen Constant.
Jalen Constant. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
Woo. So Jalen Constant. Oh, man. So where do we start? First of all, you were born and raised in Uniondale?
Yeah, Hempstead, Uniondale.
Hempstead, Uniondale. We have a trader amongst us. Okay, so tell me, when were you born? Like, what year were you born?
I was born in 2007.
2007.
Yeah.
I have shoes older than you. 2007. And what's your birthday?
July 10th.
July 10th. My son is July 3rd. Do you believe in astrology and all that kind of stuff, or you're not really?
Nah, not really. Not too
It doesn't
much
really
into
mean
it.
anything.
Nah.
All right, cool. Well, it doesn't. All right, so you're currently in the 12th grade,
12th grade, yeah.
about to go to college. How does it feel, man?
Feels great, senioritis at an all-time high, but I'm ready to achieve bigger and newer things.
Do you feel happy or sad that you're leaving high school? Is it mixed emotions? Or are you just like straight, you feel great about it?
I feel great about it, but at the same time, it's like Uniondale gave me like so many opportunities, especially like my 11th and 12th grade year. That's when it really just picked up. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss the teachers that, helped with academic and music. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like
Time's
college.
ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Do you know where you want to go?
Yeah, so I actually got accepted and got a scholarship to Arizona State.
Oh, man, let's give him a round of applause. Woo! All right.
Yeah.
And what do you want to study?
I want to study finance.
Nice. I can see that for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something you always wanted to get into, or it fell on your lap?
Yeah, so it's like I always been learning about stocks and like investments since I was in like 5th grade. And then middle school is when I started investing. And then 9th grade, 10th grade, I started trading options.
So hold on, wait a minute. Now we're going into a whole different conversation. So you invest in stocks?
Yeah.
Really? What kind of stocks are you investing in?
I got S&P 500. I'm actually gambling on a biotech company right now, penny stock, but hopefully we could see something in the next couple of months.
So when you say S&P 500, you got to explain that.
So S&P 500 is like, it's just a basket of the top 500 companies in the stock market.
And you have stock in all of them?
In all of them.
Like a small percentage?
Yeah,
So it's almost like a guaranteed win.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at the history, you see there's like an average of 7 to 10% return each year.
Nice. I like how you talking. You talking big talk, man.
Money.
All right. So Arizona State, and you finalized your decision.
Finalized, housing confirmed, everything's confirmed.
Man, and this is gonna be like your first time away from family.
Yeah.
How you
it
feel?
is. Well, actually, I got family out there too.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so-
Do you feel scared about dorming? Because right now there's a bunch of people still trying to figure out what they want to do in terms of their scholarship and if they want to go away, if they want to dorm or stay home.
Right.
What made you make the final decision to go away to Arizona?
Well, first, once again, I got family out there, and then I like traveled. I went to Arizona maybe 3-4 times before, just not even knowing I wanted to go to ASU. And I was like, yo, this city is new. There's not too many businesses out here. Like my hustle and like my pace is just completely different. Like everybody out there is just much more slower. So it's like, if I get out there, my cousins say it to me too. Like if I go out there, I'm gonna start outrunning everybody.
No, I see it, and I think that your charisma and your ability to connect to people is going to be well received, I'd say, because I see it even in the school community. You're able to engage different people. Like, you're cool with everybody.
Yeah.
Basically. Let's talk a little bit about the music. How would you categorize yourself as an artist? Are you a rapper? Are you
That's
a
been
creative? Like, what's your thing?
That's been something that I've been trying to find for like the longest. I would just say I'm just an artist, I have rap songs, R&B songs. I have actually a lot of pop songs. I like songwriting in general, and I would definitely be interested in writing for other people. But I could make all type of music.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't put yourself in the box. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like just be creative and have fun. But what I wanted to ask you is like you did the halftime show at the student versus staff game, and you've performed before. And what's impressive to me about you is your confidence. Like you, because most teenagers, they have a bunch of ambitions and dreams, but they're not confident enough to actually go in front of teenagers and do their thing.
Right.
Where do you get that from?
So I get that from my family. My family, they're just loud people, not like in like a bad way,
I
but
know what
like
you mean. I know what you
they're
mean.
just risk takers. Like I would say almost everybody in my family runs a business. So it's like I get that from them. And it's also you have to like look at the opportunities that can come after it. So you never know what comes after performing. Like when I performed last year, I actually got interest by some music executives just from that.
So you don't feel embarrassed, scared. You're not worried about somebody teasing you or saying your song isn't. You're just
Cause my saying in my head is, if one person says it's bad, I still got thousands of other people that still like it.
I like that, and I think that speaks also to your like the peer pressure thing. It doesn't seem like it fazes you too much. I don't really see you trying to hang with certain people. You're just kind of
I got friends like all over,
you know.
good decisions, bad decisions, but I learned from each one.
I think it speaks to having like your mental health and your confidence and your self-esteem is all there. For a teenager that might be watching this and struggles with that, right? So you're a unicorn in many ways, but most teenagers are super shy. They're afraid to chase their dreams. They're afraid of being teased. Like, what would you say to a teenager that's struggling through those things? What advice would you give them?
Simple as, how badly do you want it? Are you hungry enough? Like, I really want to succeed, if it's music or business or both together. So it's like I know I have to do these little steps to reach my goals, and yeah, it's just about like how bad you want it.
So you come from a good household,
Yeah, great household.
and I got a chance to meet your parents. Like, you have awesome parents. Shout out to mom and dad. What I've noticed is that some children, because they come from that background, they're not as ambitious.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, listen, my parents are great. I'm always going to have a roof over my head, and they settle a little bit. Why are you still so ambitious if you already have, you kind of have
A nice
everything you
foundation.
need? Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
So it's like I'm like so independent. First, I'm an only child, so like that's one thing. And then also, I always been like that since I was younger. Like I wouldn't like let my mom pay for like certain things. Of course, like bills. Like my mom got that, but like little things like candy, ice cream, food. If I wanted to just go out and get clothes, like I told my mom, I'll just save my money or work for it, and then I'll pay for it like that. That's really where it comes from.
I think it's cool, man. Again, I'm transitioning, so I'm learning about these different settings. And I think what stands out for me about you is just that ambition and drive, and you're your own person. It's very refreshing as an older person to see that. So now we have to talk a little bit about MBK.
MBK, my brother's keeper.
So tell me a little bit about that. What is it? What does it mean to you?
So MBK stands for my brother's keeper. For me, it's a lot. Shout out to Mr. Rose for stepping in. I want to say 10th, 11th grade year. He really took that program to a different level. Like, now we got trips. The amount of people that we got to network with, it's just been insane. I was actually the MBK fellow last year, and that was probably one of the first times I was really uncomfortable. So I had to speak in front of like politicians and like higher up administration. And I remember telling Mr. Ross, like, look, I don't want to talk, I don't want to do this, and he just pushed me to do it. And now I could talk in front of. Yeah, I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
My teacher from 5th grade, he actually told me you have to be uncomfortable to become comfortable.
Nice. That's a bar. It's true. I like the brotherhood about it. It doesn't seem like it's really competitive.
No.
And people are trying to tease one another or bully one another. I really do like it. How can we get more people to participate? Because I feel like we have a strong group and we want more people to join, but it seems like, I don't know. Do you feel like people are ashamed to join, or they're afraid of it, or they feel like they don't know what it is? Like, this is your time to kind of sell the program to
So I
people that
think
might be interested.
so I think it's like something that people just don't understand what the program is really about. So when people see MBK, they think it's just for African American students when it's really for everybody. That's one, and then two is just like a lot of people get attracted to our trips because we have some really cool trips. We just came from the DMV area, and that trip was. I told Miss Ross, I'm like, yo, that was the best trip we ever been on.
Nice. What'd you guys do?
We went to. I'll start with my favorite part. We went to C-SPAN. I was able to network with the senior broadcast engineer there, and he actually gave me his business card, and we got to talk. We went to the African American Museum, and then also just walking around and looking at these different shops, just being in a different environment from Uniondale.
Yeah.
Some kids never leave Long Island or Uniondale alone.
I've noticed.
Yeah, so
Which
it's
is
just like,
crazy.
yeah,
That's
and
a lot.
it's just great to see some kids leave the hometown for free on top of that.
Yeah. So I have a couple of quick questions, and you got to answer truthfully. You gonna answer truthfully?
Of course.
All right, cool. You get suspended if you don't. In your opinion, who's the best basketball player of all time?
LeBron James.
LeBron James. You're young. Pardon him, guys. He's young. He's never seen Michael Jordan, obviously. Have you ever seen Michael Jordan play?
Never seen him play.
This is what I mean. What do we say? He never lost, bro. He's 6-0 in the championships. Let's debate it. Let's talk right now. Michael Jordan is 6-0. How is LeBron James better than him?
See LeBron's garden, where like LeBron is going against centers that could shoot.
Michael never lost in the finals.
6 for 6. I'll give it to him.
Listen, this was going well until he said that. Now I no longer like him at all. No. All right. So your favorite artist?
Favorite artist? Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Oh, see, now we're back.
That's my guy.
Now we're friends. Now you understand. Michael Jackson. Would you say he's the best artist of all time?
Yeah, 100%. Nobody's reached that influence.
Nobody's close.
Nobody.
Chris Brown,
Nope.
Beyonce,
They're
Prince.
great artists, but no.
Did you ever watch a Michael Jordan clip and almost tear up a little bit?
Michael Jordan?
I'm sorry, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, honestly.
I did, bro. I did. I was watching We Are the World or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, dang, man. Life.
I go deep into all the videos. Like people don't understand. Like, yes, I'm an artist and rapper, but like I really go deep into it. I watch like a lot of artists, like raw studio clips. Michael Jackson in the studio. Like,
It's amazing.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know. That's pretty much it. If you were to give a person that's watching this, a student or a teacher or anybody this is even better. What do you think are some misconceptions about teenagers that adults should hear and know about? And how can we be better as adults in terms of working with you guys?
I actually talked to my mom about this, that we don't get stressed, I mean, I don't want to say that
Explain. What does that mean?
like I have the same stress as adults because, everybody varies. But for me, I work 2 jobs. I go to school, I make music, and I still have to fit in like the little things of like hanging out with my friends.
So you feel like adults don't respect the stress that you go through, and they always look at it like, oh, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
It seems like some people in the audience agree with that as well. Okay. What are some other things that you feel like older heads like me need to work on to be better in terms of working with teenagers? This is your time because the teachers are going to see it, people in the school community, parents, everybody. So give us some advice.
Just listen times, I know sometimes like these kids, they can just be talking and just to talk, but there's also some other kids that really need help with things, and they're really just trying to speak their mind, and I feel like sometimes adults can just cut them off and it's like, hey, we're not trying to hear that.
This is my struggle I'm facing right now. How is it that, like, let's say, for example, I've been through certain things and I'm trying to give a student advice based on my experience. I'm saying, hey, you know what, don't do this. This is not a good idea. Right. It starts to feel like some teenagers just kind of tune out, like they are not listening at all. And I had a conversation with one of my kids and it was like, Honestly, Dad, you do talk too much, and I do tune you out. And I'm happy that he said it because, you know, I want to be able to have that conversation, but I don't want to speak if he's not listening. Like, do you guys actually listen to anything? Like, who do you listen to? Teenagers in general. Who do you listen to?
For me, I would say like listening to teachers that respect us back, and then also
So respect is important.
yeah,
for you to
respect is
listen.
definitely important.
Okay.
One of my teachers, Mr. Singh, you know, I talk to him about
Yeah,
everything.
he's good people.
That's my
Shout out
guy.
to Mr. Singh. Yeah, he's good people.
And he's like, this is almost like a time where it doesn't feel like a teacher. It's like a close friend. And it's just that type of relationship. And also, I work with like little kids that like night school kids too, that go through like a lot, and you really find out that there's just a lot of stuff going on at home and outside of school. It's like,
Well, this is the other question that I have then, because I know for me, a lot of my growth as a teenager was a friend helping me out, tutoring, picking me up for school. Shout out to my man Seneca. He picked me up every day, helped me to stay and like avoid fights because, you know, I had a bad temper, whatever it was.
yeah.
Do you feel like the peer relationships are more impactful? Like you listen to your friends a little bit more than adults sometimes? Because that's what I notice. I don't know if it's...
For me, like, more of like an old soul. So like, I listen to more of the adults.
Yeah, you're around the
than-
older guys a lot.
Yeah, than like people my age. But it's like my ears are open for everybody. So whatever, you know, you got to say, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
I take criticism.
Yeah, I think it's like for myself, I really wish that some of the kids would see some of the things that they could see things through my eyes to understand the intensity. But I realize that that's, you know, I come from a different place. So
And it's also like the age gap too.
Yeah.
It's like maybe if they seen somebody closer to the age,
yeah.
trying to tell them, it would be a little bit
Yeah,
different.
that's why you said you like LeBron over Jordan, and now I look at you different because of it. I'm just joking. But anyway, I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of who you are. I love your independence. I love that you're your own person. I love your confidence. You was raised right. And all I ask is for some sneakers when you get back. When you become rich, all I want is a pair of retro Jordans. And I have it on film,
What size?
size 12.
I mean, I got connections now. I might be able to.
All right. Well, this is after you know, make it big and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, shout out to my man, J8y Wick. You guys have a great day. This is another episode of the Dr. Brown podcast. And he hasn't announced me. He has something you want to say?
Two things. Merch will be dropping very soon. Merch will be dropping very soon. And also, just a quote I thought of like the other day. I want you guys, this is my quote too. No growth is no growth, but slow growth is still growth.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Very good. I'm clocking the T. Is what the young people say. I clock the T. Anyway, thanks guys. Appreciate it. I mean, good job.
Who can I just love when it's just